20 years ago, we started Vertical Alliance Group. We started out in truck driver recruiting, and we rapidly went to truck driver training. And since then, we have perfected our model. We've done great things. And during that time period, we've seen many changes. Y2K, we've seen 9/11, we've seen 2008 and 9 debacle, and now we're faced with the coronavirus. And it is very interesting times that we are living in. But as our company is in the remote training industry for transportation specifically, we are very proud to be part of the supply chain. With 327 million citizens in the United States, those people are going to need the services that we all provide. They're going to need the products, goods, and services the transportation industry delivers. Everything. We've all said this to each other for years, and now it's come to fruition. Everything that you see, everything that you touch, was brought by a truck. It was last mile delivered by a box truck or delivered by an 18-wheeler, but everything's been touched by a truck and an employee and a human being. We're here to help through that crisis. I think one of the most important things that company owners, executives, safety directors, people in the power positions can do is to make sure their workforce understands that this is a process, a procedure we can all get through. I'm reminded of 9/11. On 9/11, when the towers went down, I was like everybody else. I remember exactly where I was. I was driving down the road. I was singing that Free Fallin' Tom Cruise song because, not Tom Cruise, but he was singing it in Jerry Maguire. And I remember thinking great things. I just had a really good meeting. Life was good. Life was going in the right direction. My brother calls me and says, "Have you listened to the radio?" Well, y'all all know the end of the story. The towers came down. My first, it wasn't a call. I drove straight to a trucking company. It was a client. Just drove straight there. Went in to see the CEO of that company, and I said, "Tell me what's going on in the world." He'd been in the industry 40 years. "Tell me what's going on." And he said, "I've got people around here crying." He said, "I told them, listen, people, we've got trucks in New York City. We have people all over the United States, and they've got families, and they want to get home. So straighten up, act right, do your job, and let's get through this together." So we put him on our system, and he was able to convey that message to the entire workforce that he had. We're here to help you do that. We're here to help you grow your business, train your people, and work remotely. We're setting up a COV page on our website. Submit questions, and we will put together the answers, and we will share that information. If anybody knows of new types of suits or gloves or technologies that need to be shared to the industry, send that in. We will share that information. We're in this together. We believe it's imperative right now that safety directors, company owners, operations directors, significant company leaders put together a good video message to deploy to their employees as rapidly as possible, that tell them everything's going to be okay. Keep our nose to the grindstone, let's work hard. Now, one of the things we'd like for you to see is how simple it is to actually create a video. It is as simple as pulling out your cell phone and recording the message that you want to have to your employees. Doesn't have to be perfect. They would just want you to speak from the heart. Tell them how you feel about your company and about them as employees and the job they're doing out in the field. And you can take that simple little video clip and call our client service department, and they will tell you exactly how to put that thing on the system, and we'll upload it for you and get it out there and assign it to your employees today. It's that critical. During this crisis, you may have drivers that get sick and fall away, and you're going to want to replace those drivers. And drivers, not only are they hard to come by now, they may get harder and harder to come by as time goes on. So bringing those people in for orientation, you may want to take a look at revisiting how much more can we do remotely, how much more can we assign out through the system to do that way as opposed to having them in person. Granted, they have to have drug tests, they have to have the driver's test. There are certain things you can't avoid, but let's train everybody up to the point where they can be safe during all of this. One of the things we'd like to offer our clients right now, if you haven't thought about this, several years ago, we had a company out of Alabama that tested the concept of letting the family members of your drivers take the curriculum. And a really great story came out of that. A little girl walks up to her father, who's about to go drive from Alabama over the snowy covered mountains of Colorado. And Sunday afternoon before he left, she says, "Daddy, would you come back in? We've been watching these videos, And would you go take the inclement weather video because I want you to come home safe? So one of the things we'd like to offer to our client base, allow the families of your drivers to have access to the videos so they can go in and see what we're talking about, what we're training your drivers to do, what your drivers are being trained on, how they're taking care of themselves when they go up to the gas pumps or to the diesel pumps. You know, see, Freudian slip, I drive a pickup truck. So when they go up to the diesel pumps and they have to grab the handles, how are they handling that? Are they wearing gloves? Are they washing their hands immediately thereafter? Let the family members get involved. That'll go a long way towards retaining your drivers, absolutely retaining your drivers, and helping them out and helping the families out. And that's offered to y'all through our client service department at absolutely no charge. We'll just add all the family members onto the system if that's what y'all like to do. I'm reminded of what Franklin Roosevelt once said: we have nothing to fear but fear itself. We keep level heads and we all survive. And we not only survive, but we thrive. We're here to help. Thank you for your time.